Last week we ended off the Shabbos Nachamu Shiur saying that we hope, and we wait for Mashiach, and we hope that this week's Shiur will be in Eretz Yisrael. And lo and behold, Baruch Hashem, we have a special schus to do this week's Shiur, Parshas Eikev, from the city where our great-grandparents are buried, from the city of Chevron. You take a look behind me here, you'll see we have the Hamachpeila right here, which we're going to have this schus to daven mincha in a few minutes there. There's another special schus that we have today in Chevron. Today is Yud Ches Menachem Av, and today is 82 years since the terrible massacre in 1929 in Chevron, where 66 or 67 Kedoshim were murdered here by the Arabs in 1929, and we had a very special schus to go to the Beis Olam today to learn some Mishnayos there, to say a few tefillas, and Baruch Hashem, we're zeicha to be here. Let's hope that you'll all join us here, and we'll only have to take a one-way flight. This week's parsha: V'hoya Eikev Tishmon Eisa Mishpatim Ha'ele U'Shmartem V'Asisem Oisam V'Shamar Hashem Elokecha Lecha Es HaBris V'es HaChesed Asher Nishbala V'Eisecha. And if we do V'hoya Eikev Tishmon, if you do all those mitzvahs, HaKadosh Baruch Hu tells you, if you listen to the Torah and you shomer the bris, and you do all of that, HaKadosh Baruch Hu tells us V'ahevcha, the reward will be V'ahevcha, that I will love you, Uveirachecha, and I will give you a bracha. So Rashi right away brings down the Medrash Tanchuma. Medrash Tanchuma says that V'hoya Eikev, this lashon of Eikev is referring to that the mitzvahs kalas that a person might step on. A person would normally, you might tread on these mitzvahs. We know that the big mitzvahs, the mitzvahs that you do in shul, your big beautiful esrog that everybody sees, and all those things that people that are done in the public, those things we're not so worried about that you're going to keep those mitzvahs, because sometimes there's ulterior motives, there's other reasons that you want to keep them. But it's the mitzvahs kalas, v'hoya eikev tishmon. If you listen to these mitzvahs that someone might tread on, then you're going to get this schar. The Medrash Tanchuma continues and brings the pasuk from David HaMelech. David HaMelech, who not incidentally, you should know, David HaMelech, this was the place of David HaMelech's kingdom for 7.5 years. David HaMelech, you'll excuse us, a cat just ran right by and scared a lot of the crowd away, but it's okay. David HaMelech, this was the place of David HaMelech's kingdom in Chevron for 7.5 years before he went to Yerushalayim. David HaMelech says, Lama ira b'meira avoin akeva yisubeni. David HaMelech says that I'm not afraid that I'm chas v'shalom going to be over the averas that are serious averas. That I know the einish. We're always spoken to about it. We know all about it. That David HaMelech says I'm not worried about. What am I worried about? I'm worried about that I might be over the averas that a person might step on. I might be over those mitzvahs. And that's what David HaMelech was afraid of, the mitzvahs kalas. So let's just discuss for a second, say a short word. And what is this term, V'hoya Eikev Tishmon? We talk about mitzvahs kalas. We talk about mitzvahs that are light, mitzvahs that a person might not keep so much. What are these mitzvahs kalas? And secondly, what is this reward that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is telling us that He's going to give to us? There's a reward of Va'ahevcha. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to love us. Take a look at the other rewards that you see in Krishma. In Krishma, there's a reward. HaKadosh Baruch Hu promises us years of plenty. HaKadosh Baruch Hu promises us many, many different things. And the Torah, Parshas B'chukoisai, I'm going to give you rain. I'm going to give you all the kol tov and gashmias and ruchnias. I'm going to give you everything. And over here, the Torah says, V'hoya Eikev Tishmon. What's Hashem going to give us? Hashem is going to give us Va'ahevcha. Hashem is going to love us and give us a bracha. Where does that come into play over here? So Nesiv Shalom says a beautiful, beautiful yesod over here, and this is something very, very important for everybody to know. Nesiv Shalom starts at the beginning of the parsha, V'hoya Eikev. V'hoya is a lashon of simcha. As we know that we learned from Megillas Esther, it says Vayehi b'mei Achashverosh. A lashon of Vayehi is a lashon of something chas v'shalom bad that's happening. V'hoya is always a lashon of simcha. V'hoya Eikev, Zok Nesiv Shalom, that Eikev is talking about the ikvus of the Mashiach. That's what it talks about when we say Eikev. That's what we're referring to. Eikev is Ikvasa the Mashiach. And when it comes to the time of Ikvasa the Mashiach, in the time that we live now, we live in a time of terrible Hester Panim. We come in a time where the ways of Hashem are hidden, and we've seen it more recently. We've seen it more than in any other time, at least in the very recent time, where it's been unbelievable, the Hester Panim that we're seeing. And you see that people are still shayim Torah mitzvahs, and people still do the mitzvahs of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So Nesiv Shalom says, when it comes to the time and the doiris right before Mashiach, which we are right now, the only reason people are going to do the mitzvahs of HaKadosh Baruch Hu and serve HaKadosh Baruch Hu is because we love HaKadosh Baruch Hu, because we have emunah, because we don't see. It's such Hester Panim, we don't see what's going on. We don't see HaKadosh Baruch Hu every day. We don't see what's going on. It's a time of Hester Panim, so we do the mitzvahs and we do things for HaKadosh Baruch Hu because we love HaKadosh Baruch Hu. That's emunah. That's the reward of Va'ahevcha. The reward of Va'ahevcha is the same way. It's Mida Keneged Mida. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to give it to us because He loves us. And the same way we do the mitzvahs because we love HaKadosh Baruch Hu, not because like in the times of the Nevi'im and the times of Tzadikim and the Ge'onim, they saw the HaKadosh Baruch Hu right in front of them. There were open nisim. There were things, they had the Urim V'Tumim many years ago. They had things which told them what they had to do. Today we don't know. But today we serve HaKadosh Baruch Hu because we love HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And that is the Mida Keneged Mida. When it says Eikev Tishmon mitzvahs kalos, it means that the mitzvahs are going to become kal to us. They're going to become. We're not going to understand why we have to do it. It's going to be something which will be so easily pushed under the rug, and yet we still keep the mitzvahs of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So Mida Keneged Mida, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to give it back to us. Va'ahevcha, He's going to love us. Uveirachacha, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to give us the brachas. What are the brachas that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to give us? So let us hope. We see in Parshas Eikev, the beginning of the Parsha talks about V'achalta, V'savatu, V'rachta, all the wonderful things about Eretz Yisrael. Again, let us hope that we could come and all of you can join us here. And like I said, it'll be okay. We're willing to forego the other end of the ticket. If everybody comes and joins us here, to join us in Yerushalayim, join us in Chevron, that we should be zoicha, that this should be the last Tisha B'Av in Golos. This should be the last time we need a Shabbos Nachamu, and we should be zoicha to these brachas of Va'ahevcha Uveirachacha. Amen.